I tried that one earlier and he just sidestepped the grand entrance, so that one went too great. And but you know,
we're back in the game. We are back in the game.
And a nice punish, by the way, from Vortex, just going up, taking those Krugs. To camp the Rek'Sai does pretty good. A lot of other champions will struggle with that, but things like Rek'Sai Nidalee, that camp very, very good. And we're actually seeing Cypher just clapping Gary right now, bringing him so low. But yeah, just going in.
You see the Gnar trading into Malco. Oh, here's Rek'Sai.
But Vortex coming in from behind. They're going to take the tunnel in. Cypher going to try jumping out. Flash knockup available. There it is. Going to flash on out from Cypher. The Sapling's trying to run him down. Not going to get there in time. At the end of the day, just going to be a flash for flash from Cypher and Vortex.
That was the most tilting thing ever. I was so scared. My graphics card died and then my sound card died. Ooh, looks like I need an upgrade. Time to buy myself a razor blade.
Maybe it overheated.
Oh,
wait,
there is a LeBlanc.
Donut Dominator coming in for the dive. Actually manages to pick up the first blood.
And an assist for Rek'Sai.
Going very, yeah, Rek'Sai did get the assist going, but no assist for the Maokai. They're all going so aggressive there, Donut. Just trying to make the early plays happen, try and get a lead.
Despite the...
gonna miss a lot of CS.
Despite the questionable trades, you do see actually a CS lead for Maokai.
I mean,
it's Gragas.
There's the knock up onto Dex, who still has teleport coming in from Gruntless Gary. Going to turn this into a 3v3. No flash from Mechanics. Gary doesn't care. Goes for the twisted advance and forces both summoners from Ventus. Not sure if the heal was 100% necessary, but Ventus felt like it was. Going to get out of that one alive. But this whole time, Cypher now just gets the free farm. He just TP'd back to lane. Maybe not the best teleport from Gary, but Ibris, did your graphics card crash? Maybe,
it's fine now. It's
maybe
fine
it
now.
Overheated. Maybe it was your CPU that overheated, and I tell you now, that would not happen if you had yourself a "Be Quiet!" ! Fan. Just saying. I actually looked at getting one, and I accidentally removed it from the cart, and it's been almost 2 years, and I still haven't bought like a fan outside of my stock fan. I forget which one I was going to get.
And now you've spent all your money on KFC, so you can't afford a fan.
Yeah, unfortunate. There's no KFC where I live, actually. It's tragic. Well, there is, but I mean, I live in the middle of nowhere, so it's actually...
That's because you don't live in Malta, dude. Get with it.
Yeah.
Maybe if you book it with a travel agency.
It's just good.
Alright, I'm pleading it right. Anyway.
Trip to Malta today. I want to go KFC. What? None of that Nando's. No,
Moving
KFC.
swiftly onwards, we do see Maokai immediately rushing for the Righteous Glory, or at least for just some mana and a little bit of armor to offset the consistent and constant damage pouring out of this Gnar. Big trade onto Orianna.
Yeah, I mean, big trade, but just gonna jump straight on back. No mana though for Let Me Jump, but he has both summoners, and Dominator knows this, but the Glacial Shroud not too good for the laning actually for Gruntless Gary here. Maybe would have preferred perhaps a Bramble Vest, really nice item on its own, but Cypher, actually even with that TP advantage, like you were saying, still not managing to get himself a CS lead.
Like you were saying, it was you that said it.
No, you said earlier that he had
CS lead, yeah. You were like, despite the TP lead as you said, but you were the one that said it. Oh, here comes Gragas again.
For questionable trades. Still has a CS lead, yeah, here comes Gragas again, but he's got no flash.
There goes Gragas again.
Coming up, yeah, there goes Gragas. Flash from Mechanics and Van Cleef coming up very soon. Maybe he'll want to try and make that one happen again, although...
I love how aggressive this LeBlanc is.
Let me jump, please. Taking a lot of damage on the tower, and very bold of him to not...
Still had the barrier up, there. Yeah. No ignite up from LeBlanc after the gank top.
The double sigil, but that ignite coming up pretty soon. Vortex positioning behind. There's
potential. Here comes Rek'Sai.
Oh, nice use of the other barrier. Not actually needed. Flashed out by Let Me Jump. He does have the tunnel.
He comes back in.
Uses it aggressively. Going in under a tower, just gets walked away from... Let Me Jump blows both his summoners, but does end up picking up that kill. And now, because Van Cleef spots out Dominator, he's actually going to get the wave under tower as well. That's pretty good for Let Me Jungle.
Dominator being forced to flash there as well slightly alleviates just a little bit of pressure from this summonerless Orianna. And you see Maokai just collecting on this farm that's been shoved to his tower.
Let Me Jung did not actually need to use the barrier there, because he ended up flashing the Rek'Sai, but flashing the Rek'Sai is so he's probably just surprised himself by doing it. There is
I'm not sure.
When it first got reworked, it was really easy. You could dodge it with like anything.
Lucian E, yeah, that was the infamous one. Was the Lucian E.
But since then they buffed it, so it's a really short window where you can actually flash it. And Let Me Jung, please hit that.
But yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about the Black Cleaver first on the Gnar. Like, I know most people's rationale is that should just
Frozen
shred
Mallet?
through the tank. But yeah, it's Frozen Mallet. It's way better against these melee tanks because it lets you get more stacks of your hyper off and keep them at more of a manageable distance.
But at the same time, Cleaver is just such a nice. I think
Cleaver is
I'm not
nice.
going to act like I know the specifics of it, but
genuinely,
the build of Gruntless Gary here, like, ooh.
Even then, you'd get more efficient DPS from always stacking your hyper stacks on the enemy.
And,
always
yeah, you get that magic damage off, I guess. Yeah.
And percentage health. It's like best of both worlds. Here comes LeBlanc. Ignite is up for Dominator as well, by the way, now, so you need to watch for any kill pressure in that mid lane while Barrier is down for Junk.
I mean, to be honest, though, it's going to be a lot of work for him to pick it up. Now, he doesn't have his Cutlass yet, but does have that Revolver, so he's going to get a fair bit of damage, and Cypher really not doing a lot of damage to Gruntless there. What's the point of getting the hyper stacks off if you're just not going to...
Here comes Rakan!
Here comes the Quickness Grand Entrance, going to taunt up both. Both junglers are here. A lot of flashes being used, but Dexter goes down even through the Monsoon. Nice flash from Mechanics means that he will not go down to the cast, but at the end of the day, still going to...
I was trading aggressively!
For Zero, Cypher jumping on in, and Gauntless Gary looks to trade it back, using the courage of the Colossus to soak off a bit of damage, and gets us some nice DPS with that Bramble
Shockwave.
Dash. Nice Shockwave, going to put down some damage onto the Dominator there. The Ignite, like you spoke about, but the Q not going to connect because of a nice dodge. The Ignite
Really good dodge on the...
equalizing out this lane.
On the command attack. Big siege
haven't
bot
really
lane.
done yet, boys. Yeah, nice siege bot going to hit away at this tower. Vortex looking to do something, but they just want to pick up this first blood tower. It's so easy to do with Xayah, Rakan, with that W. They just need to hit the tower a little bit more, but they are going to be scared off. Maybe just waiting for this next wave, but Dexalute might get there in time if they want the tower.
It feels so bad to be Tristana and be sieged on as the first tower blood. Like, genuinely,
well,
you're like, this is what my champion is for.
It's one of the benefits of Xayah, is that she also auto-pushes for lane.
Yeah, true.
So it's very easy to match that person. We essentially see Cypher still chilling in lane, hasn't recalled yet, but again, I really... Once he gets that Black Cleaver, he's just going to be absolutely terrible.
But look at the amount of damage that he's already doing to Gary. Like, I don't think
negative damage to Gary. Watch these autos.
Gary's at half, dude!
These autos and tell me he's doing damage.
Get a grip.
I mean, to be fair, Gary's healing for a lot of it, and he does have that. He does have that D-shield, so you're not wrong there.
Exactly.
Alright, right-click him.
Right-click him twice. You could right-click him like 4 times if you had Frozen Mallet.
Like, he's under tower. If he had Frozen Mallet...
And what?
He's under tower.
Well, I suppose he wouldn't have Frozen Mallet. He'd have, like, the components, which aren't that great.
Yeah. But if he's under tower, you're never going to get the proc off.
I'm really impressed by that dodge on the command attack by the LeBlanc.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about that.
Especially because Oriana's maxing command attack, so it would have done quite a bit of damage.
Yeah, to be honest, I'd like to see a few more points in the command protect from Let Me Jungle, please. Just 1 or 2. Just get the extra buff on the shield. A little bit of mana, a little bit of magic resist as well.
A little bit of Mambo number 5. Quickness still available.
Just get the armor and magic resist as well, really nice. He's looking to roam down, but will run over that ping, because Cypher looks to maybe try and take away this top tower. Gary, not sure if that's a trade you particularly win, although thanks to courage of the Colossus, he is going to come out ahead, and Cypher just trying to keep him under tower so he can get that teleport priority.
Also, I just want to comment that Gary's doing a fine job against Cypher, considering they had the biggest elo discrepancy.
Oh, hold up. Actually going to do a bit more of a fine job, takes the damage, but again, if that was a Black Cleaver, damage would... But he still hasn't actually...
If that was a Frozen Mallet, Maokai would never have gotten...
He might have actually just gotten the kill, to be fair.
Anywhere near. Yeah, see?
Actually, I mean, the slow's not that much, but yeah, okay, to be fair, in that situation, Frozen Mallet would have popped. But so close in this top lane, but now no ult.
I like how I finally start colouring and then something interesting on play-by-play happens!
Oh, damage! This Dominator does get the double chain, gonna be forced to flash out from Let Me Jungle, please. Just so scared of Dominator right now, who even has those Sork shoes, although there's a fair bit of magic resist as Van Cleef looks to maybe set up this guy having guzzled his brew and now losing the buff. And of course, the second he's finished drinking, they move forward.
Unfortunate body slam.
But in comes a Vortex, just chilling, gonna be waiting in the wings, ready.
Watching, waiting, commiserating.
What's that from? What song's that?
All the small things.
Oh, yeah. Small things.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay, so to be honest, the Raving Raptors really have to know a little bit about what just happened to Van Cleef, as they randomly started pushing the lane and then didn't go for the tower. So they must know that Van Cleef either was in the area and now isn't, or is Yeah, has recall or his top side.
They're not critically low mana here. Gonna be forced to recall and have a wave shoved into his tower, or is he just gonna
He's
Rakan?
going to go for the engage quickness and the engage there. He's going to get the Feather Storm across onto Mechanics, but he's going to blow his heal, get out that one alive, and the Root Caller was not available. Here comes the teleport from Gruntless Gary. Come on, Cypher, where are you at? He TP'd to top lane. Ventus now forced to blow both of his summon as well. Flash still available for Eon, but he might actually just be able to walk out of Bit 1. There was not a real LeBlanc, but the one
Flash
going
out,
after
Shockwave.
Lucky Jungle Police definitely is going to jump back to his distortion pad, but he will manage to pick up the kill onto Ventus. But the whole time this is going on, the very high in AD Cypher is just slamming away at that top tower. Already picked up First Blood Tower. Very good, because if he hadn't picked that up, might have lost it.
So really clean flash out of Shockwave by Mechanics.
It was actually really just clean flashes from everyone.
Young really trying to get something out of that, but unfortunately did not pay off.
Oh,
ooh.
Friend, you do not have magic resist. Forced to flash away there from Let Me Jump, please. And looks like tower's not going to go down.
Here comes the block.
We actually see the flash forward from Donut Dominator, looking to just try and get the damage out onto Let Me Jump, please, who uses all his mana for the slow, does not have a shield. And neither does Aeon. Aeon has the flash, but not going to be enough. As the Fan Cleave now in the 1v2 versus Janna and LeBlanc going to try and walk on out of this one. But whilst all that was going, Cypher picked himself up the second tower of the game.
Now picking up 2 towers here is really good for their team. Oh.
Oh, look at the armor shred, dude. Oh, look at all these hyper procs he's getting.
Look how he's having to disengage because he didn't get the frozen mallet to slow.
Having to disengage because he's getting ganked. Wait. It's like he actually may go
Look
down
at him
to
flash.
Dominator here, trying to flash, but staying in range, and will go down to the sigil.
Unlucky, dude. Oh, it's Hexa Gunblade LeBlanc, which is great.
No SS. Yep.
She's so good at split pushing, at assassinating, roaming across the map. It's really strong. No wonder her auto attacks are doing significant damage. Now he's going for the frozen mallet.
Yeah, that's the build.
Yeah.
That's the build.
Yeah, well, maybe you should go frozen mallet first, and you wouldn't have such issues. Anyways, you do see the Righteous Glory. Now, we're playing the waiting game for Maokai's teleport to be available. Maokai is not the best laner, but when his teleport's available, he's one of the most phenomenal forces to be reckoned with.
So we do see the 4-man dive coming in.
And it's not like he could lose any more top.
Not particularly easy though. Van Cleef does have flash if he wants to go for the flash body slam. Donut Dominator
to cast, yeah.
Gonna try and clear out some vision. Now remember, if anyone dies here, the Rift Herald buff is sitting on Van Cleef. He will be able to pop the Eye of the Herald. And
when did they take that?
Oh, he took it ages ago. He took it when Cypher was taking the tier 1 top tower.
Oh, okay. I'm the color, I should have noticed that.
Down,
Technical difficulties. Oh my god, I forgot to save the scene.
What?
So now it says that they have no points each and the names of team 1.
Hey, good job, dude.
Let me alone.
You're popping off. You see, oh wow, random feathers flying out of a bush. I wonder where Eon is, as we see, yeah, again, 4 people chilling in this bot lane because they know Cypher can hold his own in the mid lane. He can clear out those waves, he's going to run up to top, and teleport almost available. Should synergize quite nicely with him actually running out of the tired out stage of his rage bar. Might be able to get a TP as Mega Gnar. And Donut Dominator, the second he sees him top, looking to make an aggressive play. The chain not going to lock up. Let me jungle, please, but Gruntless Gary has just walked down to this fight. So you see, maybe the dragon actually going to be started. Yet another ocean dragon. I think that's the 3rd or 4th one that Raving Raptors have looked to try and take.
Or the first one in this game.
Oh well, yeah, first one in this game, but 4th one, like.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I think they got one before his here. Comes the teleport from Cypher, looking to try and flank. He has a pretty full Rage
bar. Yep, he's got it.
In the middle of 4 people. Is he actually going to get it off? Yes, he is. But oh, the
good buster shot
from Mechanics. The buster shot knocking him out. If he'd gotten that 4-man ultimate, it would have been huge. But it looks like it's going to be on Eon to make the 1v happen this time round. Jumps on in and jump on out. Gruntless Gary now in the 1v3. I've seen them do that before in this.
Tristana resets.
It's down goes Van Cleef. Like I said, the reset's going to come out, but Mechanics pretty low on mana. Going to be a 1-for-2 in favor of the Raving Raptors.
Exactly, and now coming off of that, you will see them start to siege this mid lane tower, snowball their lead. The dragon's not a threat anymore, so they can put all their vision in the top side of the map. And Orianna.
There will be a bot lane tower trade, but Eon really does not need to be here. Ventus can get that by himself. Oh, the good news is, yeah, good news for IG in this case is actually, Ventus is going to keep going, going to push out another wave. Herald's timing out, so Van Cleef just dropping it up top. Maybe trying to make it go down into the bottom lane, but could work out because that Baron is going to be spawning in 20 seconds. Now, if that draws someone down to the bottom lane, that could be pretty good for the side of IG. But important to know the...
Look where all the kills are on the side of...
Oh, wait, every single one? Every single kill in the belt of Donut Dominator. But that Rift Herald, not doing too much by itself. Usually pretty good if you pair it with someone to go down, or maybe...
Like Tristana.
Nice to send Cypher to go with it, but he doesn't have teleport.
Oh no, yeah.
Three people in the bottom lane looking to deal with this Herald.
No Drake up at the moment either. As soon as 3 commit there, go to Baron. Go to Baron.
Can IG just capitalize on this?
Go to Baron.
They're picking it. They've spotted out Rek'Sai. Are they just going to go for it?
They've
spotted.
Oh, they're just controlling the vision. Unfortunately, they didn't take the Scryer's Bloom earlier.
The Herald not too good of a use of a Herald just to control some vision, but it works out as Cypher looks to make some sort of engage happen. Jumping on in to Gary, does have the Gnar exclamation mark available, going to use it onto the tank, and he goes down to let me jungle, please. Not the wombo they were looking for, but at the end of the day, 1 kill going to be A-okay in their books. Also picking up the blue buff. So, Gary, not the person they want to kill, does have his teleport available. Arguably the least useful member of his team right now. He'll be able to TP straight back to this fight. And with that Gnar and Rage Bar on cooldown, actually not too great for Integrity Gaming.
Absolutely, and you see Integrity Gaming...
Has the quickness, has
into the knockup.
Jump on in, but only manages to charm one. Not going to connect onto Donut Dominator, who's going to 12u twice to get out of that one. So again, another cooldown blown, but this time around, taking Mechanics' flash with it. Now Cypher's Narbar getting
big siege towards the mid lane.
To try and make something happen. Now, Gruntless Gary has teleport, and there are a lot of flank wars.
Massive waves building up in the side lanes for Raptors.
Cypher has to go and catch that bot lane wave, and he does not.
The top one is also formidable.
Yeah, pretty hefty wave going to be picked up by Ventus.
The top one's okay for your AD character catch because then you're still near the Baron while the dragon's not up. So I agree with sending Ventus to go catch this.
Yeah, it would be nice to put the bot wave onto Let Me Jump Please, but at the end of the day you can't show that Orianna isn't near Baron because, you know, Orianna's team fight, Orianna's wombo, even
part of the thing
important.
Disincentivizing them from taking it.
Yeah, exactly. As we do now see Gary in bot lane, and Gary not using his teleport advantage at all as Cypher's now coming up. Oh, Neon. I go ahead and take the grand entrance to perform a cowardly exit. Cypher, let's go moving up forward. Now having finished both of his items. Oh, look at the slow, dude!
Yeah, man, the frozen mallet, like I said.
Yeah, I mean, he's fighting in the wave, and the minion actually
took the boomerang. Maokai's just like shrugging it off.
Yeah, Ninja Tabby.
So OP.
Yeah,
and the Righteous Glory.
With his sap magic there. Yeah, the Righteous Glory. But still a really nice CS lead for Cypher. Really just working out from superior split pushing Cypher.
So, when Gnar recalls, I think you should teleport upwards and just go for an all-in around the Baron, because he doesn't have any range.
I would agree with you, but he doesn't have his Gnar bar. Very important. Now he can still...
No, I'm saying if you're the enemy team, do that, because Gnar won't have any range.
Oh, you mean like just send Gary straight up?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
He's just gonna match TP. I thought you meant send Cypher. Dude, I got a sneeze. Oh god,
I'll take the wheel. It's okay. Time to play.
It's so annoying. This happened all last night. Like I was trying to go to sleep, and I'd like every 20 minutes, but oh, do I have to sneeze? But yeah, I have to sneeze, and I just really like it would just never happen. And I've got that now, but I know I'm not gonna sneeze. As we see, I'm taking a little bit of damage. Dude. Looking to trade it back, but actually going to use the explosive.
Good flash from Donut.
To force the flash out. Good ult from Van Cleef, taking away that pretty hefty cooldown. You want to get rid of all the mobility.
No, his rage bar is full.
He has a full rage bar teleporting in. Gruntless Gary going to use that ult to disengage, and now Cypher maybe not in the position he wants to be. All this time he's just going to be timing out, so it's a nice disengage from Gary, and maybe not too good of an engage from Van Cleef. Trying to heal up. Buster Shot going to be used to knock away Eon. Heal also used by Ventus. I believe that was used to save the life of Van Cleef. Yes, it was. So we now see the ball is very much in Raving Raptors' court. Vortex has his flash, but he's so squishy, not having even finished his second item. And
Gary retaining his teleport is so important for this team as well.
Absolutely, but Gary just can now run straight back down to catch the building bottom wave. And we just teleport to the fight, but we didn't see him do this before. He had.
I know Gnar throws buildings.
Cypher face checking into 3 people, not going to be able to build his Gnar bar fast enough, jumping on out, and Eon going to go with him.
Shockwave on Tristana.
Man, Shockwave especially onto Mechanics, getting healed up though by the shield, by the Monsoon. Gauntlet Gary just going to get on out alive. Now Vortex goes into the fray.
Gnar available.
Squishy, forced to flash out, going to take the tunnel as well. So Van Cleef maybe looking to make a flank happen, doesn't have the cone, instead goes to get some vision control, maybe look to take out Vortex. They have vision of him, they know how low he is. That's a nice chain and a nice body slam to get on out, as now Ventus moving up to beat the aggressor, but no CC available to land onto Mechanics. So just going to walk away with some dragon control, force some recalls, look to pick up this Cloud Drake.
Yeah, and you see them just rotating to take this Cloud Drake, then immediately recall. Now, you see how much control they have on the minimap right now towards that top side of the map. Yes, they're at teleport disadvantage, but I think they can commit to it now that they have a bot wave building, because they have no reason to send Cypher bot lane anymore.
This is just really like tragic if you're, Raving Raptors. Kind of sucks when you've got 7 of your kills all on one guy. Like, right, actually a few people are building Madras now. We got to see a few Merc treads, especially on the carries, but also you haven't got a kill for 7 minutes. 7 minutes since they actually got anything. The session actually like 6.5 since they got anything, because they got that mid lane tower as well. But
look at Gnar getting hyper X.
Dominator forced to blow an ultimate W there. Cooldown not really too long, so he's going to be okay with it. Now Cypher matching the split in the bot lane, but doesn't have his teleport, so not too hot for the side of Integrity Gaming.
Yeah, for sure. And you see just Integrity Gaming retaining their Baron vision, but ultimately they're really fearful of this LeBlanc. If they split too hard, she's just gonna completely go wreck someone. They're sending Gary to deal with Cypher, but Cypher has no TP, so maybe Donut can go for some sort of an engage here, getting the Banshee.
That's such a... I guess it's good to trade the Banshee's Veil there.
But you should trade your Q instead of the like minute cooldown.
Yeah, I was gonna say at the same time, like it's really nice to get rid of that. Taking out Jungle of these fights, he's the most fed member of the team, so if they can get rid of him, they'll be in a good spot. But at the same time, seeing as they're not able to capitalize on it too much, those are just 2 40-second cooldowns that are just both gonna come up at the same time. Like, all right, great trade.
Great trade.
Theoretically, if Vortex was tankier or if Gary was there, they could force a fight maybe. As I swear, I thought I saw the armor shred icon on Cypher, like the fully stacked Black Cleaver. I got really confused for a second. As actually Cypher looks like he's building towards what I think is a Sterix Gauge with that Jorgrim's Fist.
I guess so. He's a bit vexed by the fact that he's been bursted in the previous fights by the LeBlanc, by the Tristana. I entirely disagree with it, given that you should be building your Stone Plate and your Locket, or even your Dead Man's Plate, or Randuin's, but
God, I
understand why he's
I love the idea of Stone Plate on Gnar, but at the same time, just because he has, like, aggressive capabilities, it hurts. Like, oh, you should 100% build that item on him. Because, you know, you just jump into 5 people, you get, like, the huge Gnar, you get the wall up afterwards, and then you pop the Stone Plate. Because they're all CC'd anyway, right? But at the same time, it just hurts so much when you're, like, an AD champion, you go, yes, I would love this, like, reduces my damage by 40%.
I think two AD items on Gnar is more than enough, though.
That's more than enough, yeah.
Oh, they're waiting.
Vortex, my friend.
He was borrowed, so you couldn't see any of them. Really unlucky. Good capitalization by IG.
Still, they knew it was up as Cypher, now teleporting in. Gary does have his available with Cypher, just looking to play the zoning game, and Mechanics looking to just trade away in this mid lane. That's going to be a free Baron, because Vortex just going to face check over that wall into 4 people. Looks like actually members of Integrity Gaming want to try and make something happen here.
Deciding to siege the mid lane.
Going to get all tuckered out, so not going to be able to make any engage happen here. Eon has flash and has the quickness. Not going to use it though. Yes.
Tristana was there for quite a while actually. So
Oh, hold up, Van Cleef.
Here comes
Goes
Gragas.
for the flash body slam, a nice ball combo as well. Dominator just managing to get away from the cast, but cannot say the same for Gary and Desolate. That was a lovely flash body slam onto 2, picking up 2 kills. Now they've got the Baron, and suddenly this game is very much in the hands of Integrity Gaming.
Yeah, Integrity just sieging down the mid here. Expect them to use this Baron buff. And unfortunately, no minions near, so they haven't really got super efficient
Well, you
use
see
of
how
it yet.
Lemmy Junk, well, okay, Lemmy Junk was dropping aggro. I thought he was walking up to get them because Baron buff gives move speed to creeps as well. So
No, he was just, you know, 1 hit away from dying to the turret.
dude, a real man would have stayed tight that tower. I mean, he's 5-1. He didn't want to get the tower shut down.
Here's this barrier.
It's reasonable. It's reasonable. Yeah, come on. He's not being a team player. That's so selfish.
Come on, he bought Haunting Guys, sold it, and then bought a Void Staff.
Well, did he have like the blasting ones? He like got the guys and just refunded it. Oh wait, no, it's Leandri's the bills that have blasting ones for the guys.
Yeah.
I was saying. I got the wrong spooky mask thing.
Either way, he got his spell pen now. Orianna 3-item power spike, insane. If that happens to connect on Tristana or LeBlanc at any point, you can expect one less carry threat for
And
Rift,
you know,
for Raptors to have.
Quite often we see these like full burst Oriannas where you go, you know, Sork Shoes, Haunting Guy, Ludens, and it's all about one-shotting the squishies. Now, Ventus knows he's just not going to be able to do that through Desolate, and he knows that Dominator's going to build a bit more tanky. So's Vortex, so's Gary. So just goes for the, you know, the extended, the safe build. You know, lots of magic resist, Merc Treads, Banshees, and just goes for the slow and steady build.
Slow and steady wins the race, my dude.
He's a team player, dude.
So you see them just sieging on this bottom side, given that the top
another
wave
tower.
minions have just kind of pieced in the middle of the lane.
Important to note, this is a 3-item Tristana. It's pretty good.
Yeah, you can see that she's going to start shredding through the enemy team should they misstep.
It looks like it's like Gary wants to start the fight. Vortex going to do it for him. Goes on into
Good CC chain.
Does negative damage with his it's forced out. The
Unfortunate shockwave.
Hits no one, but Cypher trying to engage instantly. Buster shot it out, goes for the flash now, does not connect, doesn't hit the slow either. Eon going down, but so do Vortex and Gary trying to engage that fight just a bit too far forward of their team. That was an interesting Baron if you saw that.
Yeah, like rolled across the top of the screen.
It got Tornado, what can I say? But Dominator having the home guards coming up trying to make
Tristana reset.
But the barrier shield enough to save jungle was not enough to save Cypher. Down goes
Could this be game?
Crossfire as Dominator looking to try
at
and
least
save
one
it.
Nexus
You're right,
turret.
it could be game. That's one tower going down. Van Cleef, maybe it's not tanky enough, but actually mechanics on the backside, maybe stopping that.
Mid inhib.
They've got a huge wave. Gonna pick up the mid inhibitor. Oh, that's toxic.
A little bit.
Hang on. Dominator maybe looking to try and make something happen. Ventus, both Summers and Ultimate, so maybe not your best bet.
Yeah.
Still moving up in the flank, but there is a lot of vision in that south side quadrant.
Hey man, what? He's building his Blade the Rune King.
Oh my god. Yes. Yes. Oh, hang about!
No, definitely not.
I thought he was going for the cheeky, it's like, hey, he's gonna walk up.
Interrupt your recall, you know.
Blow the Banshee, haha. He's got one
Apparently just die and drop to the enemy team. It happens.
Back, that is definitely a first Orianna build. It's
Yeah.
now actually quite interesting for Let Me Jungle Police will actually pick up the guys this late. You know, as opposed to maybe going for like the Rabadons. You know, that's an early game item, my friend.
Yeah, I agree with that. But the
You don't buy when people have magic resist already because it just sort of negates its own value. It's like if ever you're against like a lethality person or someone who's stacking magic pen, you know, just get a cloth armor, just go. You know, no magic mantle. Like that one no magic mantle purchase from Donut Dominators completely removed the passive of the whatchamacallit, of the Haunting Guys. Of course, you could make the argument that the Haunting Guys is removed
I guess so.
tankiness, but you know,
Haunting Guys is really, really efficient for mid laners.
Oh, this is lovely item.
Especially because she's into dual tank. Well,
It's still kind of
Rek'Sai's pseudo
funky to
tank.
build though. Like,
Yeah, it feels it
it's
sometimes.
uncomfortable. I used to be a lot worse. I forget what they did to change it, but it looks like Jungle just
cost
frontlining,
adjustment.
looking for the perfect shockwave.
Oh, LeBlanc's
again going onto Dominator.
Maokai.
Trying to disengage with the Nature's Grasp, and The root's actually going to connect. Here comes Eon going
Tristana?
in onto the backline. Tristana going to be knocked away and Van Cleef so low. But here it is. Vortex, you are just not tanky enough to do this. Big heals onto Gary, but it's not going to be enough. This whole time, Mechanics has been out of the fight, trying to save his Nexus. As a
That's game. That's game.
Let me jungle, please. They go for the inhibitor. This could be game. It probably will be. Not going to connect the CC.
These Gnarls have not been stellar.
Oh, the Sterak's gonna be huge, saving Cypher about 100 health.
Oh, he's huge in size at least.
This is
Sterak's
actually taking a pretty big amount of damage from Mechanics. Might be forced off this tower shield. Just gonna keep it alive. Can Mechanics crit? Is he skilled enough?
This is one Tristana reset away from being amazing.
On to Eon. Just wait for the Battle Dance shield to run out. Man's got no flash. Has the rapid fire cannon. Not gonna do it, but just gonna buy enough time for his team. But that's no Nexus towers. Actually, no, one Nexus tower.
No, both
No
are gone.
inhibitors. Creeps actually taking.
Yeah, no Nexus towers, no inhibs. Half a Nexus.
Wait, the Nexus tower died as well. Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, really not ideal
not
for this lamp. Suboptimal, you could say, but you know.
How do we make a plug out of this? I'm trying to think if there's any things. Oh, I think it is.
Go. That's a sponsor.
Yeah, I was to say like, oh, 3 inhibs like the 3 lines and the E for Razor. Am I right? Haha. Alright, so it's not too much.
Half a Nexus, like how the
Raving
prices
Raptors
from the Malta travel agency are at least half as expensive as the competitors.
What?
Don't know.
Alright, in any case,
Big respect, anyway.
ending the game's pretty much a formality here.
It is. You see,
Well,
just getting the Baron,
gaming.
it's unnecessary, but it just makes it ever so slightly more clean.
It's just BM. To be honest, Mechanics actually had a really good chance at wiping that fight. He's now hit 4 items, but just no armor pen is really not too great for him. And this is what I was saying about the Rek'Sai. You've seen that Vortex did okay early on, you know, some nice flash knockups. Doing alright, but if he'd been on something like a Sejuani and playing like that, you know, brilliant. But he's playing Rek'Sai, so he just gets outscaled. You've seen him be less than useful in team fights. As now...
They just pour in down the mid lane and go straight for the Nexus.
Running it down mid, he XD. You know what, Eon wastes no time. Straight onto the Nexus, gets a nice quickening engage, and the shockwave will hit up Vortex as well, but he's just going to be healed to full by the reduction.
Tristana.
Maybe you don't want to jump into 2 Baron empowered minions. Well, the rest of the team is once again, Gary goes in and goes down. Not
that's
showing
game.
the same dominance as Cypher did on Maokai, but the whole time, Cypher, Eon, and Van Cleef just taking down that Nexus. That will mean the series goes 2-1 to Integrity Gaming.
You see Integrity just taking down this team of the Raptors and